Here's something else a guy told me backstage. This is a little weird, and I don't want this guy to kill himself, me telling this story, but...
We admire him in some ways.
This guy is fine. He should not be ashamed of himself, but he should also understand that, as I think he understood when he did this, that he is the first person that has ever done this, and I thought it was notable. I was in the back, hunched over a cooler, getting my contractually required bottle of Kettle One out of a few bags of ice, and there's 5 people run back there, and it's goodbye evening. But I was pouring a drink, and this guy came back, and I'll do an impression of him, and please, sir, wherever you are, don't feel bad about yourself, but I have to share this.
It's just interesting.
You did this to me. I get to do it to everyone. I get to turn it into something.
You're part of something now.
A guy, he came up and he said, Dan Harmon? And I said, yes. And he said, look, he said something very quickly along the lines of, like, you know, my friends told me not to do this, and I thought maybe I shouldn't do it, but here we go. And and I was like, oh my God, this is how John Lennon died. But he pulled out a phone, and I was like, oh, he wants a picture. I'm a very handsome person. I approve of this. But then he opened the phone, and then he just opened it up, and he went like, I'm gonna make this up because I think this kind of person like values the intellectual property he was reading, so I'll make a new thing up. But he's like, Alan Alda plays a Midwestern man who is transported to a different dimension, and he just rattled off. He just read a pitch off of his phone. He just read it off of his phone.
That's so much guts, though. I could never do anything close to that.
Why? Because of your conscience?
Yeah.
What horrible wall is between you and that brave act? Empathy!
I mean,
empathy! Empathy is what it is not a wall! It is an invitation! Empathy!
It's not a wall?
It's not a wall that keeps you from being a sociopath. It's not like video games where there's a thing you can't do, so you just fucking try to do it. The walls in society are there sometimes because...
Very brave, though. Very brave.
Very brave. Inarguably brave. Yes, no one denies that. Here are some other brave people throughout society.
Hitler.
Abe Lincoln, Hitler, John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Taylor Swift.
Kanye West running up and saying, Taylor Swift, give me that microphone. Fuck you.
It was brave.
And yes, bravery is an amoral descriptor.
Agreed, certainly.
It has nothing to do with good or bad. There are brave Ted Bundys, there are brave George Washingtons, there are brave Japanese senators, there are brave Ku Klux Klan dragons. It is brave to fuck with people.
It is. Yeah. It's terrible, but brave. It's an interesting
I meet some brave people. So did John Lennon. John Lennon went out meeting one of the bravest people he will ever meet. So, forgive me for not putting a high value on bravery.
I'm not putting a high value on it. I'm just...
in my old age,
notable.
As I travel the country, I start to put something like, tact higher than bravery. That's me. That's my self-interest. I'm like, oh, that's a tactful man. I appreciate him more. Maybe I'll conflagrate them and go like,
what?
It's brave to be that tactful.
Tact is brave. No, it's not.
Tact can be brave in a tactless
society. Tact is very cowardly, I think. I mean, not that I'm very tactful, and I'm a huge coward.
I don't know how brave tact is, or how cowardly. I mean, that's a huge question. I don't think I have a right to say this about myself, but just as a shortcut, a autistic type. And a lot of my fans are like
spectromatic.
Yeah. Aspergatastic.
Aspergistas.
And I love them. And you yourself.
Yeah.
Spencer is my dungeon master, chauffeur, and personal assistant. And he picks me up in the morning, and I get into your Subaru, and we can drive for a half hour and not talk to each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes you play your podcast of those guys that play those Nintendo songs,
and then argue about what genre they are and stuff.
And I'm just listening to 16-bit music from Spencer's youth. It's like, and then sometimes we'll listen to a podcast about how
dolphins.
Bridges are made or dolphins, and then sometimes we'll talk about Minecraft. But we don't have to do anything. I don't have to look at you. We don't have to look at each other. We'll never get mad at each other. You'll never slam a door and I'll be like, baby, what's up? It's been a long time since you said you appreciated me. That is a luxury we have as Vulcans. Then there's these handicaps when we deal with other people. They go, sometimes they slam doors, and we go, what's going on? I don't understand. Well, it's been a long time since you said you appreciated me. Well, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Also, just close the door and be mad.
Yes, can't you just stop feeling things?
Yeah.
Isn't it on you? The thing that's making you cry. Unplug it. Why is the solution to make me fucking more that when I'm still able to saw wood while ignoring your feelings? What if aliens attack and they go, quick, get them, they're all crying?
You'll be the only survivor, Dan.
Well, they will turn to us and they will go, Asperger people, help us. There are worm men from the moon attacking us.
And we'll laugh at them.
Yes. Well,
and they'll perish.
Yes. And then they'll go, yeah, you're laughing, you're human, and then we'll die. Anyways, what was my point? I was saying, I'm used to these interactions and I value them. I like people who can't make eye contact with me. I like people who want to have honest conversations and sincere ones and get down to the nitty gritty. But there is a cowardly version of tactlessness. There's the I don't make small talk version, and then there's the actually I do. I am gonna say what's easy. I am gonna just barf up some weird shit because I think that it's some kind of weird strategic way to put you off kilter and make you vulnerable. And you can see that technique being employed, and you're like, what are you trying to do? Why are you... So you think that saying hello, I like you, is something weak people do, so you're going to insult me or, and put me off, and I'm going to hang a Star Wars medal around your neck and go you're the first person that ever barfed shit on me in an elevator.
But those people aren't, right? That happens a lot.
To people who...
to you, people are I'm sure everyone does this, so I'm gonna... But then all of those people are doing that exact same thing.
Yes. I mean, but I would put a big asterisk on that and say that anyone that likes me is better than other people. I, by and large, because by the time you make it over those walls,
see, that's weird.
You are a Marine you are a better person. So even my worst fan, I think, would beat, Kevin Smith's best fan in a
fan off.
I don't know, just in a general, I feel and please, I hope that gauntlet doesn't get too thrown down. That's the last thing I need.
Well, that's weird because if someone likes me, I'm a self-hating individual. If someone likes me, I instantly hate them. I don't trust them. It's why?
Yeah, they need to earn your trust. If they like you, they need to earn your trust.
Well, because it's what are you looking at? I mean, it's just a big fat guy, right? Do I have gold in my ear or something? I don't, what do you want?
Do I have gold in my ear?
I usually do. That's the thing.
Do you usually do?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big problem in my life. People are always trying to get out the gold in my ear, and they're gold diggers.
Guest comptroller Spencer Crittenden, everybody.
Thank you.